Hey you guys, my name is Melissa Crane. Welcome to my video. If you're new here, I am a working mom of two boys, Mason and Dylan, as you can see him there. Today we are making a very easy challah bread, just in time for all the high holidays. Here you can see that I am in a large bowl sprinkling yeast over barely warm water. This is the type of yeast I use. Tip for you, I always keep this in the refrigerator. This recipe, as well as all the ingredients listed in this and step-by-step instructions, will be listed in my blog below. Will be the link in the description. If you are new here, why don't you guys go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button and the bell for notifications. Another tip you'll see here is if you spray your measuring cups with either a butter spray or an olive oil, sticky things like this honey will easily come out of your measuring cups. But now I'm going to pour the honey, beat the honey in, as well as the oil, 2 eggs, and salt. And this recipe calls for a lot of honey. I like to use vegetable oil. You can use coconut oil or olive oil. See here, mistakes happen and that's okay. What do you guys do? In the comments below, leave. Do you pre-break your eggs into a bowl and pour it in? Or do you just risk it and pop it right in the bowl? Here you're going to see that this calls for a lot of flour. 8 cups of flour. You want to do 1 cup at a time. This way there's no extra spillage and your machine's not being overworked. And it's just a lot easier to fold in 1 cup at a time. The recipe does call for unbleached flour. As you can see, times are tough and all I could find was bleach. So bleach it was, and it worked out perfectly fine. Now you are going to cover it with a damp cloth and let it rise for 1.5 hours or until your dough has doubled in bulk. This is my favorite part. This is the best time to kind of clean up the kitchen, do other little things that you need to do around the house, or just sit back and enjoy. Here it is, an hour and a half later. You can see it is literally doubled in size. And my favorite part, you want to sprinkle flour on the table. And then you're going to punch the dough. See, as you can see right there, my favorite. favorite part. After that, you're going to put it on a lightly floured surface. Cut the dough in half and knead each half for 5 minutes or so. You're going to want to add a little flour as needed to keep it from getting sticky. Once you do that, you're going to divide each half into thirds or quarters depending on which type of braid you're going to do, and roll it into a long snake, about 1.5 to 2 inches in diameter. Little tip for you, go ahead and pre-spray your pans like I did here. That way as you are braiding and going, you are able just to go ahead and throw it on your pan. Once you have your 4 snakes, I'm going to show you this really easy way to braid for a round challah. There are more tricky ones out there like a 6 braid, but truthfully the easiest one right here is this 4 braided challah braid. You're going to want to go over, like you're crossing over with its neighbor. And then the one that's left over, you're going to want to go to the left. So your first round, you go clockwise. Second round, you go counterclockwise, and just keep following that pattern until you have your perfect circle. Then your ends, when you can't fold anymore, you're going to want to tuck those under the challah like I did, just like this. Perfect little braid. Then you're going to cover this for another hour. Now for a traditional challah, you're going to want to pinch your ends of your snakes, have your 3 lines, and you're going to braid it almost as if you're braiding hair. It's really simple 3-strand cross braid. Again, and once you get to the ends, pinch it off and tuck it under. Like this. And like I said, you're going to cover it with your same wet towel from before for 1 hour. You guys, look at this. It is ginormous. Look how big these turned out. I am so excited. The yeast really worked well with this. So now we're going to get it, and it got so big I had to transport it to one other, or transition, not transport. Here you're going to want to beat that 3rd egg into a separate cup. And then you're going to want to rub over both challah breads with it. This is going to give it that nice brown crispiness on the edges. And then plus, if you want to add any seasoning salts or sesame seeds, this is going to be your sticking agent to keep those stuck to your bread itself. You can see here one, I did the sesame seed, and the other one, I actually did a little twist and used an everything but bagel seasoning. You're going to pop this in the oven. Your preheated oven, which was set to 375, and you're going to cook this for about 40 minutes or so. The bread should have a nice hollow sound when thumped on the bottom. You're going to pull it on a rack for at least an hour before slicing. Again, this recipe is super easy, but it is an all-day process. It's bread, not really much around there that you can do. 40 minutes, and look how this turns out. Oh Oh my gosh, you guys. We got a little toasty, but you know what? That's how my family enjoys it. You could go a little lighter, but that's okay. Here you can see I'm thumping it, listening to that hollow sound. And now I know it's good to go. And as you can see here, my family really enjoyed it. It was super delicious. I hope you guys like this. Happy New Year. Shana Tova.